Nigeria's fertilizer production can rise above the current 2.22 million metric tons to 2.25 million metric tons before the end of the year. This is because of the massive investments by public and private sectors. While the federal government has given approval for 6 more fertilizer blending plants, under the Presidential Fertiliser Initiative (PFI), the Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority (NSIA) said its investment in production of local fertilizer has raised volume to 2.22 million metric tons. NSIA Managing Director Mr. Uche Orji said the agency's investment was to make fertilizer affordable to farmers. NSIA has invested more than $286.4 million in the fertilizer blending project, in partnership with Fertilizer Producers and Suppliers Association of Nigeria (FEPSAN). Of the 6 fertilizer blending plants approved under the PFI, 3 have received approval and are receiving raw materials for the blending of the multi-nutrient NPK fertilizer. The others are awaiting final approval, having been allocated provisional approvals by the Office of the National Security Advisor. When the new plants come on stream, I would bring the number of fertilizer blending plants in the country from 5 in 2016 to 17. Speaking in Abuja, FEPSAN Executive Secretary Alhaji Rabiu KWA said the 3 blending plants, which will also add 1.8 million metric tons to the industry, would lift the country from an import-dependent nation to one that produces high-quality fertilizer. KWA reiterated FEPSAN's commitment to working with the federal government to enhance agricultural productivity. He expressed optimism that PFI would achieve food security. He hoped that with new blending plants, FEPSAN would likely double the volume of fertilizer produced, a development he expects will transform to savings for the government as well as provide export opportunities, especially to other West and East African countries. The plants that have been given final approval to join the 11 plants, which include Wako Fertilizer and Chemicals Limited in Auchi, Edo State, Sora Limited in Makurdi, Benue State, Citizen Fertilizer and Chemicals Limited in Kano State. Those given provisional approval are Green Technologies, Abak, Aqua Ibom State, while 2 others which names were not provided are in Zamfara and Gombe states. Speaking on the sidelines of FEPSAN meeting, Managing Director, Bejafta Group Limited, operators of a blending plant in Yosh Plateau State, Mr. Jacob Gimba said the approval of new participants would help the industry grow further and place the country in pole position to support farmers to increase crop yield. Gimba, whose company partnered Plateau State government to revive its moribund fertilizer production company under the PFI program, noted that the collaboration has immensely benefited the industry. I must tell you that there has never been an initiative in the agricultural sector that has salvaged farmers like this PFI program. It did not look like it was going to be such a huge success when we started. Today its story is different, and that is why we are seeing a lot more people and even state governments indicating interest to join the scheme, he said. Also, the African Development Bank (AFDB) has approved $100 million loan for Indorama Eleme Fertilizer and Chemicals Limited to support fertilizer production. It would help the company's plans to double its fertilizer production from 1.4 million tons of urea to 2.8 million tons per year. At about 20 kilogram fertilizer usage per hectare, on the average, Nigeria lags behind countries such as South Africa and Egypt that use over 100 kilograms hectare.